we're going to do a couple quick things and then move back into the brainstorming. So first and foremost, are you guys all loaded up to show your... Do you want to give us another little quick preamble about what we're going to be seeing here?
It's just basically the messaging that we're trying to put forward in the audience that we're trying to talk to. A lot of people kind of rebel at the thought of 1,500 plus year lifespans. I'm not one of them. You know, immortality does not make me want to scream and run away. However, if we really want to talk to people about the importance of this type of research, it's potentially better to give them an economic reason, both an economic problem and an economic opportunity. So with the video that our organization, the Lifestar Institute, has put together, we're focusing on the threat of global aging and the impact that the demographic shift of the baby boomers is going to actually cause. An awful lot of our hopes and dreams actually that we hope to do will not actually arrive, simply because there'll be so many people in the hospitals and requiring direct health care costs, as well as the fact that they're not working, and that it's all the loss of those brains that we were talking about. So you want to run that video? So this is just one aspect, one message to one segment of the population, I hope. Yeah, our organization's produced this. There's also a half-hour program on aging on the website, which I think everybody would enjoy. So obviously that is just one facet of a multifaceted message for one audience that's willing to listen, and that would affect. There would be obviously many more different types of messaging, but thanks.
You had a comment?
I represent the charity foundation from Moscow, from Russia, which is called Science for Life Extension. Not life extension, but Science for Life Extension. And we are working on creating on the program, which is similar to the roadmap, but maybe it is more detailed. And at the same time, we are looking for investors in Russia. And there are some people who would like to invest into such researches, and not only in Russia, because they understand that science is there are no Russian or American science, and we can offer some project to these investors. And I would like to ask Kevin or maybe David or some people who represent the foundations here. Kevin, you were concerned maybe at least with two or three foundations in your life sense, Merfolil and LifeStar. And here we're on Max Life. What could be the forms of cooperation with the foundations which have similar aims? This is my question.
I think that you bring up a very good point, that with the arrival of new tools and technologies to apply to the aging, you see more organizations emerging that are wanting to do something about it. Now, coordinating those organizations is a very big job, because we don't want to be duplicating each other's efforts, and we don't want to be doing an awful lot of inefficiency. So I think one of the goals of potentially this and future meetings would be to make sure that these organizations are trying to communicate, at least encourage communication, and maybe taking on different parts of the problem, breaking the problem up into the relevant, and each one taking ownership of it. I think that's the coordination of our organizations across the world globally is a very important part.
I agree, Kevin. This is a subject that's going to take a lot of discussion. And as you say, more organizations will arise. Then we have Life Extension Foundation. Just here we have 4. And we're all pushing in the same direction. And aging doesn't know any geographical bounds. I mean, there are no borders. We all suffer from the same problems. And by the way, Lane, I want to thank you for coming the whole way from Russia just for this event. And personally, I'm willing to work with anybody, foundations, private, government, not necessarily unless Wayne gets elected, but private individuals, corporations, institutions. I'm wide open to everything, and that's what this conference is about.